Hey, what's up guys? Scorpid here. Please like and subscribe to show your support. Heh heh.
In the deep jungles of Stranglethorn Vale, danger lurked at every corner. Scorpid's mission was to shadow a double agent working for the rebels against the crazed forces of Curzon's compound. Scorpid, blending into the shadows, protected Thorson from Curzon's men who had learned of his true allegiance. The stakes were high. A traitor was hiding among the rebels, and he'd ratted out Thorson. Upon rescuing Thorson, Scorpid's next mission had him infiltrate the compound, targeting the medicine men vital to the survival of Curzon's forces against the jungle's exotic diseases. It was here he discovered crucial records revealing the traitor within the rebels. The enemy, Private Merle. His next mission was clear. He had to venture into the ominous cave system known as the Stockpile, the lair of the crazed Colonel Curzon. He stumbled upon an innocent prisoner, trapped by Curzon's commandos in a watchtower. Demonstrating his combat prowess, Scorpid outmatched the crazed commandos in a fierce 1 versus 2 battle. The grateful prisoner, lacking Scorpid's stealth abilities, requested a Curzon soldier uniform as a disguise for escape. Scorpid obliged, skillfully acquiring the uniform from the compound's stockpile. He knew the time was ticking. Colonel Curzon had to fall if his forces were ever to be defeated. He navigated through the cave, outwitting Curzon's commandos and cutting down the voodoo practitioners. His target, Colonel Curzon, the leader of this madness. Using a small brass key, Scorpid unlocked a chest with secret documents that exposed the extent of Curzon's treachery. Our Scorpid prepared to confront Colonel Curzon. Sneaking through the cave, he outmaneuvered the subchiefs guarding Curzon. The sight of Curzon, clad in formidable plate armor, was intimidating. Scorpid realized the magnitude of his challenge. This was a battle meant for allies, yet he stood alone. With the blood moon nearing, it would soon infect all with a savage rage. Time was of the essence. Fortified by a stone shield potion, Scorpid launched a swift attack, defeating the subchief and engaging Curzon in a fierce battle. Colonel Curzon sure could dish out a beating, but even he was no match for the mighty Scorpid. Victorious, he claimed Curzon's head and stealthily retreated. Outside the cave, Scorpid handed the stolen Curzon uniform to the tower's prisoner, enabling a stealthy escape. His mission at Curzon compound completed, Scorpid returned to the rebel camp, presenting Colonel Curzon's head. Rewarded with gold and a boomstick, he had brought some peace and hope. As he crossed the Nazfariti River, battles raged between Horde and Alliance. In the hunter's camp, Scorpid met the legendary Hemet Nessingwary and prepared for hunting quests. Spotting a Horde ambush, he saved low-level Alliance adventurers from their attackers. This was just the beginning of his trials in the jungle. Scorpid's journey led him to face young panthers and tigers, proving his skill to Nessingwary. His encounters with the Horde continued. He defended a gnome mage from a vicious attack, but the challenges escalated as he battled larger Stranglethorn raptors. His prowess grew with each conquest, but a confrontation with 2 Horde warriors left him trapped between an ogre outpost and the ocean. In a perilous situation, Scorpid's skills were truly tested. Surrounded by ogres, water, and aggressive Horde, his options were limited. Despite his best efforts, escape seemed impossible. This intense moment highlighted the brutality and unpredictability of Stranglethorn Vale. It was a test of survival and cunning in a land where the line between hunter and prey blurred. As the blood god, Hakar, rose, so did the blood moon. Under the menacing glow of the blood moon, Scorpid transformed into a wild fighter, embroiled in the chaos of Stranglethorn Vale. The jungle erupted in frenzied combat, with Scorpid battling fiercely, compelled to fight to the death for the blood god Hakar. Yet, the event was marred by an intense wave of server lag, diminishing the thrill. It was reminiscent of his underwhelming Gnomeregan raid, where reality fell short of his expectations. The arcane magic of mages and druids reigned supreme, leaving Scorpid's daggers often useless against teleporting foes. Despite the chaos and frustration, Scorpid relentlessly pursued all he could, vowing to return for his rewards at the Blood Altar later. As the blood moon waned, the jungle's madness ebbed, but Scorpid's resolve did not. The lag had made true combat elusive. No heroic duels or grand battles, just chaotic skirmishes. Still, Scorpid seized every chance to confront the Horde, accumulating honor in each clash. The area around the altar remained a battleground, too dangerous for now. Scorpid evaded Horde hunting parties, focusing on his own quests. He tackled Elder Stranglethorn tigers and elusive Shadowmoor panthers, masters of stealth like himself. Along the Nazfariti River, Scorpid mischievously disrupted a Forsaken fisherman's tranquility, taking delight in causing a small annoyance by cheekily throwing pebbles to distract him. Scorpid faced the jungle stalkers, the largest raptors, adorned with unusual pink scales, posing a formidable challenge. His journey led him south to Booty Bay for rest, but even so close to the port city, danger lurked. A surprise attack by a Horde Tauren druid forced Scorpid into a hasty retreat and a daring counterattack, showing his resilience. In Booty Bay, Scorpid met with Krazek, a goblin, who tasked Scorpid with delivering a mechanical crockpot to the rebel camp. The request involved traveling to Arathi Highlands for bloodstone ore to repair the crockpot. Instead of a long journey, Scorpid cleverly purchased the ore from the Booty Bay's auction house, surprising Krazek with his resourcefulness. At the rebel camp, Scorpid's delivery of the mechanical crockpot was met with great appreciation and handsome reward. Back at the hunter's camp, his skill in hunting the jungle's fiercest beasts, panthers, tigers, and raptors, earned him high regard. But the ultimate test awaited, defeating the strongest of each species. Scorpid first vanquished Sindol, the tiger, then overcame Bagthera, the formidable panther. His prowess shone brightest in the perilous battle with Tethys, the mightiest raptor. With triumphs over Sindol, Bagthera, and Tethys, Scorpid was hailed as a master hunter. Yet, one challenge remained. King Bangalash, the white tiger, known as the King of the Jungle. This final adversary stood as a true test of Scorpid's mastery. Accepting the challenge, Scorpid prepared to face the jungle's fiercest predator. Defeating King Bangalash would not only prove his unmatched skill, but would also symbolize his conquest of Stranglethorn Vale's untamed wilds. Before tackling his ultimate challenge, Scorpid avenged a Night Elf hunter, defeating a Horde troll in a surprise attack. In the dense jungle, he finally confronted King Bangalash, the formidable white tiger. The battle was fierce, with Scorpid resorting to a Stone Shield potion for durability. Despite Scorpid gaining the upper hand initially, King Bangalash summoned panthers, forcing Scorpid to retreat. Yet, with the unexpected aid of another Night Elf hunter, they triumphed over the white tiger. Scorpid proudly returned to Hemet Nezingwary with the tiger's head, earning Hemet Nezingwary's respect, and the Master Hunter's rifle as his new and improved boomstick. Scorpid's final journey led him to the Gurubashi Arena, where he exchanged blood tokens for a new dagger and an enchanted cloak at the Blood Altar. In Booty Bay, with his new ornaments and a sense of great accomplishment, Scorpid's story drew to a close. Finding solace in a familiar room in the port city, he reflected on his quests and victories. Home at last, his saga, filled with adventure, bravery, and brotherhood, had finally come to an end. The story of Scorpid, a tale of a daring rogue's journey through the glory days of Season of Discovery, had finally concluded. The end.
Well then, it's been a good run, guys. Time to wrap things up, I think. Probably. Gonna rest here for a while. Enjoy the warm tropics, those flagons of ale, Salty Sailor Tavern. You know the place? So many adventures. To think this all started in Northshire so long ago. We came a long way, huh? Level 40, Phase 2 complete. Don't think it'll hit the same next phase. Though can you imagine, huh? We'd just be running around in circles in those nightmare incursions, one good story at most. A scuffed raid that'll be way overtuned, never gonna get in there anyway. You know what I'm talking about if you're watching from Phase 3 or beyond. Who's to say I won't return? Another season? Another anything, really. But it's like I've always said. Today's a good day to die.